phải thích hay không? Rất cuồn cuộn cá rồi, cá núi. Ôi giời ơi. Ôi giời ơi, ôi ôi giời. Quá ghê. Đó. Ôi 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 ôi.
On the afternoon of November 20th, floodwaters on the Dai Ninh River surged, engulfing the 60-meter-long Phu Thien Chase suspension bridge, stranding dozens of households. According to the Vietnamese newspaper, the chairman of the People's Committee of Ninh River commune, Lam Dong province, reported an incident of flooding from upstream that swept away a local suspension bridge. The incident occurred in the early morning of the same day. Fortunately, no one was on the bridge at the time, so there were no casualties. The Phu Thien suspension bridge, tens of meters long and spanning the Dai Ninh River, was also swept away by floodwaters. The site has been closed by authorities to handle the incident. According to the source, the flood situation in Lam Dong is currently more complicated and serious because many hydroelectric dams in the area have increased their water levels to control the flooding.
Đây còn có 3 mét thôi, 3 mét của cầu thang thôi. Anh tính sơ thử là nước lên, nếu mà tính sơ là so với cái vườn mình nước lên 2 mét. Đúng không?
The large water discharge from upstream, combined with the amount of water released from dams, especially in the Dai Ninh River system, has created great pressure on downstream areas, including the communes of Trong, Duran, Ca Du, Quang Lam, Hip Than, Don Dong, Nam Nung, Quang Phu, and Nam Dong. Heavy rain and rising floodwaters stranded hundreds of cars on central Nha Trang roads, with many people waiting for rescue on the morning of November 20. Hundreds of cars were stranded by floodwaters that rose nearly 1 meter in the go. Supermarket area in Vinh Diem Trong, Thanh Nha Trang district, on the morning of November 20.
Vô nó ngập vô ở trong luôn rồi. Dạ mẹ. Vô nó ngập vô ở trong luôn rồi.
Days of heavy rain have caused serious damage in central provinces. In Dak Lak and Gia Lai, the Ba and Ha Thon rivers overflowed rapidly, flooding many areas. Some houses were submerged, forcing residents to climb onto their roofs to await rescue.
Đó lạnh không ạ? Lạnh chứ bạn ơi. Mưa suốt ngày suốt đêm mà sao không lạnh? Có lạnh nhá. Không mưa vẫn lạnh ạ, tại vì mùa này là mùa.
In Can Ho, flooding killed 10 people, left 2 missing, inundated thousands of homes, and swept away more than 11,600 livestock and poultry. The Ho Nguyen Gat Dam alone caused losses of approximately 120 billion VND. Traffic was cut off in many areas of the Central Highlands and Central region due to floodwaters up to 1 meter high and landslides.
Lúc nghề hết, nghề cặp 4 là lúc hết. Kẹt luôn.
The province warned that water levels in the Dong Nai River downstream from Cat Thien and Datay could rise due to heavy flood discharge from numerous hydroelectric and irrigation reservoirs. Lam Dong requested Military Region 7 to support troops in vulnerable areas, participate in repairing damaged roads, and help residents rebuild their homes. The National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center has just issued a notice that over the next 3 to 6 hours, provinces and cities from Da Nang to Lam Dong will experience continued rainfall, with accumulated rainfall ranging from 20 to 50 millimeters, and in some places exceeding 100 millimeters. Over the next 6 hours, there is a risk of flash floods in small rivers and streams, as well as landslides on slopes in many sub-districts and districts.
Đừng có ra. Nó mà sụp cái cầu này là không được đâu, lên đi ông ơi.
The Bay River, Dak Lak, has peaked and is receding. The water level at Khong Sun Station reached 40.99 meters at 1 o'clock a.m. on November 20, 6.49 meters above the warning level of level 3, exceeding the historical peak of 1.09 meters in 1993. At Phu Lam Station, the water level reached 5.40 meters at 3 o'clock a.m. on the same day, 1.70 meters above the warning level of level 3, and exceeding the flood level of 5.21 meters in 1993 by about 0.19 meters. Floodwater levels on the Cai River in Nha Trang have also peaked and are beginning to recede. At Dong Trang Station, the water level was recorded at 13.14 meters at 5 o'clock a.m. on November 20, 2.14 meters higher than the alert level 3, but still about 0.20 meters lower than the peak in 2003, 13.34 meters.
Trời ơi, lịch sử luôn á.
Meanwhile, floodwaters in the Huang River, Bo River, Phu Thien Hu, Con River, Jiolai, and rivers from Da Nang to Can Ho are receding. Floodwaters in the Bay River are expected to remain at very high levels, above alert level 3, equivalent to the historical flood peak of 5.21 meters in 1993, for the next 6 hours before gradually subsiding. Floodwaters in the Krong Anna River will continue to rise and remain above alert level 3.